Hello my dear students, I hope you are doing good. So last class we have completed our straight line chapter. Next is a conic section which they have totally deleted for your present scenario considering. Okay, so next we'll proceed with our chapter 12, that is introduction to three-dimensional geometry. Okay, so this is very easy chapter and very basic. It is just in 3D dimensional we tell, right? 3D, so that is only 3-dimensional geometry. 3D we speak of so much, we want 3D this, 3D movies, 3D some pictures and all, right? What is this 3D called? Now you have studied your 2D. 2D means what? In your normal plane. In plane we used to study our 2D. Now 3D in terms of your space. In space and all, 3-dimensional geometry only is used. So in case of that, they have invented your 3-dimensional geometry. In your 2D you had your x and y axis only, right? Your x axis, your y axis. Now in 3-dimensional you will be having x, y and then your z. 3-dimensional, right? So 3 axes you will get. In your 2D it was 2 axes, that was your x axis and your y axis. And your x and y axis, it was divided into how many quadrants? 4 quadrants, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. In your 3 it is divided into 8 quadrants. Okay, your 3-dimensional it is divided into 8 quadrants. Only x, y if we consider, you will get 4. Again here if we consider 4, so you will get 8 quadrants. Now 8 quadrants, and this how the sign how it was allotted we know. Your x and your x axis with y axis, first quadrant was both positive, second quadrant negative positive, right? Your x was negative and your y axis was positive. Third, your both x axis and your y axis both negative. In your fifth, your x was positive and your y was negative. In the same way the quadrants sign. Now in the same the sign of coordinates of a point in your fourth, how we have done, we call it as octant. Okay, we call it as octant or coordinates you can tell. Usually now new word is like octant, you tell it. Okay, so your octant, same to assign your signs, what we will do is, first 4 quadrant how it was, x axis was positive, negative, negative, positive, right? So first write it that positive. First you can write the same your first 4 quadrants of x y axis. See, positive, positive. Second is negative, positive, right? Second is negative, positive. Third is negative, negative. Fourth is negative, positive. So first 4 quadrant you write the same. How I am telling you to assign. Okay, how you can remember it, the points of coordinates. First 4 quadrants, so it remains same. See, first is positive, positive, that is x y, right? Positive, positive. Second is negative, positive, negative, positive. Third is negative, negative. Fourth is your positive, negative. Now again 4, same repeat it. Positive, positive, negative, positive, negative, negative, positive, negative. Understood? For this first 4 quadrant what it is, right? And again same your next 4 quadrant repeat it. 1, 2, 3, 4 quadrants, same from 5, 6, 7, 8, repeat it same. Now your z how you will write, first 4 quadrants it will be positive. Okay, first 4 quadrant positive, second 4 quadrant it will be negative. Just fill it up like this. So you can remember these signs, the point of coordinates. I hope this is clear for you, how you have to just assign. So how it will be, just a little bit I will explain you. Now consider the planes, okay, which are intersecting at a point O. They are intersecting at a point O and they are mutually perpendicular to each other. See, we have considered this one plane. If I consider this one plane and then y one plane, then one z, like this. Okay, you can see this plane. See, x o x dash, x o x dash, y o y dash, and here z o z dash, z o z dash. These are called your x axis. Okay, x axis, this is your y axis and this is your z axis. Like this it will be given in your 3-dimensional, like this it comes. So along with that, if you can see x o y planes, if you consider x o y, okay, the plane XOY plane. This is called as XY plane. This will consider the coordinate of X and Y. Then comes your YOZ. YOZ. YOZ plane is nothing but your YZ plane, right? And then comes your XOZ or ZOX we can take. ZOX plane. This is usually called as XZ or ZX plane. Like this it will be 3 dimensional. Considering that we will be having our octants sign of this point coordinates wherever, if you have got in XOY or XZ or YZ plane, any in that way. Coordinates point of a space, can take this, the coordinate of origin will be what, 0, 0. Coordinate of any point on x axis will be x, 0. Even if you had x and y, when it was on x axis it was what, x, 0. If it was y axis means y, 0, y, right? So same here it is triplet, right, 3. So on x axis means it will be x will be there, y and 0, y and z will be 0, right? Same in the YZ plane, YZ plane means only x axis part will be 0, YZ there will be values, right? If same, if it is XZ plane means y will be 0 and your x and z will be there. ZX plane will be there means again y will be 0, x and z will be your values. I hope this much is clear. There is nothing much in this. So exercise 12.1 is very easy, just basic what I taught you. See, first it is second question actually. This is second question. A point is in XZ plane. What can you say about its y-axis, right? So XZ plane it is. XZ plane means value of your x and z will be there. So y coordinate will be what? 0, right? Just now I explained you. If it is on x axis, if it is on x axis means y coordinates will be what? Y and z coordinates will be 0, 0, like the same I said you. Next question we will see. Next, third question they are telling, name the octants in which the following points lie. Okay, so the octants we know already. See, if it is first quadrant means positive, 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 x, y, z. If they give you the points like 1, -2 and 3. So 1, -2 and 3 means it will be in fourth quadrant, right? Like this they have given you, so you have to tell in which quadrant the octants belongs to. So you can see first is 1, 2, 3. So obvious it lies in your first quadrant only. 3 is also positive. Second they have given 4, -2, 3. 4, -2, 3 comes under your fourth quadrant. Third is your 4, -2, -5. 4, -2, -5 comes under your eighth quadrant. 4, -2, -5. Now comes your -4, 2, -5. Yes, -4, 2, -5 comes under your sixth quadrant. Check the list like this. Okay, go back to your pages and then you can see. First was see 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 3 also positive, so first quadrant. Second was 4, -2, 3. So see 4 is what? Positive. 4, -2, 3. So see this comes under fourth quadrant. Third was your 4, -2, -5. So 4, -2, -5 means first is positive, rest 2 is negative. So see first positive, rest 2 negative. So this is coming under eighth quadrant. This is your eighth, right? So you have to write like this, eighth quadrant. Second is your -4, 2, -5. -4, 2, -5. So this comes under your sixth quadrant. Then comes under fifth is there, -4, 2, 5. -4, 2, 5. This comes under your second quadrant. Like this, check it, take the question, check it and then write the answer. So you have -4, 2, -5. -4, 2, -5 comes under your sixth quadrant. Then comes -4, 2, 5. This comes under your second quadrant. -3, -1, 6. Means minus minus positive. This comes under your third quadrant. 2, -4, -7. So 2, -4, minus 7 again comes under your 8th quadrant. Yes, 2 minus 4 minus 7, am I correct? Yeah, it comes under your 8th quadrant again. I hope this is clear for you. Your 4th question, it is fill in the blanks. 4th question is your fill in the blanks, so fill it up. It's very easy. The x-axis and y-axis taken together determine in a plane. X and y means xy plane, right? Coordinates of a points in xy plane will be what? On the z-axis will be 0, so x and y remains as it is. So xy comma 0. Coordinate planes divided the space into how many? 8 quadrants, right? So take it down, take it as your homework. Your 4th main. Now comes distance between 2 points. Say distance between 2 points, already you know this formula. We have, right, root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. For 2 it was. Now here it is 3. So just we will see how they have done it. We have taken xyz plane, okay, xyz our axis. In that P and Q as a point. So the coordinates will be x1 y1 z1, x2 y2 z2. So considering this point, they have drawn a plane which is parallel to the particular planes, for your z parallel, for your y parallel, and for your x axis parallel. So, and they have made a plane where your PQ is a diagonal. This is your diagonal. Okay. Consider in this, see, they have developed, means parallelopoid we call. Here also if I take this point also, I will take it as A. So if you see PAQ, you will get a right angle triangle. If you see, this is your 90 degree only, right? See, like this, this is your 90 degree. If this is your 90 degree, opposite of this also is your 90 degree, right? Correspondence angles. So you are getting it as your right angle triangle. So considering your Pythagoras theorem, we will try to find out. Here this point also will take A and Q. A and Q. See, this also becomes your right angle, and this also is one right angle. This triangle you have considered, it is 90 degree. Correspondence angle of this is what? N. If this is 90 means obvious this also becomes 90, right? So as the same I have written, see everything again I will tell you what you have to write, your points and all, everything. Again I will show you from textbook only, you have to write it that. I will just explain you. So considering your PAQ as it is a right angle triangle, so applying our Pythagoras theorem, how it is, PQ square is equal to PA square plus AQ square. So the same I have written. If I am considering this, even I am considering this triangle, even this is a right angle triangle, right? So AQ square is equal to AN square plus NQ square. So this I will take as equation 1, equation 2. If you can see, in both the equation A cube is coming common. So here you can see A cube, you are getting AN square plus NQ square. This I can substitute in equation 1, right? So I can write from 1 and 2. Okay, from 1 and 2 we have PQ square keep as it is. Okay, PA square also keep as it is. Now AQ square, in place of AQ square you will substitute AN square plus NQ square. Why? From your 2, since your 2. Now what we can do? Now considering your PA, right? Your P point is what? x1, y1, z1, and your Q points are x2, y2, z2. Now we consider PA. PA you will take it as y2 minus y1. y2 minus y1. So here what we can do? See, they are telling distance between 2 points, right? So we are taking for P and A. First P and A if we consider, here x1, y1, z1, x2, y2, z2. This you can see it is parallel to your y plane. For your time being, when you are considering, see, for time being now of 2 points PA. So this x1, y1, z1 means this will be x2, y2, z2 it should be. But this is parallel to your y plane, means it is on your y axis. So your x and your z will be 0 and you will be having y1 and your y2. So your PA what you will get? PA if you're finding, you'll get y2 minus y1. So your distance of this is y2 minus y1. Then same with your AN. If you can see AN, it will be of your x axis line gone. So this will be x2 minus x1, and then comes your NQ. AN, see, sorry, this was your AN. AN was your x axis. So here, if it is on your x axis, means coordinates of your y and z will be what? Obvious, that will be 0. So x1 y1 z1, x2 y2 z2. So this will be x2 minus x1. Then comes your NQ. NQ is of your z on your z axis parallel to your z axis. So your x and y will be 0, only you will be having z1 z2. So this will be z2 minus z1. I hope I am clear what I am telling you and you are understanding. See, your first was your PA. PA is this and this is your y axis. So your PA point is on the coordinates of which your y axis. If it is on y axis, what about your z and x axis part? This will be 0 and this will be 0. So the points here, x is 0, only you will be having y, z is 0. Here x is 0, only you will be having y and z is 0, because this whole point, it is parallel to your x axis. So distance of this PA, what you will get? y2 minus y1. Distance we calculate like this only, right? y2 minus y1. So y2 minus y1. So same I have written y2 minus y1. Understood? In the same way, AN. AN, if you see, okay, AN is like this. Okay, if it is AN, so this is A. This is like this, means it is parallel to which? X axis, right? So this is parallel to x axis, means your y and z coordinates becomes what? 0. So you will be having only here x1, you will be having your x2. So AN, when you are finding out, it will be x2 minus x1. Same case for your NQ. NQ is like this, it is on parallel to your z. So your y and your x will be what? 0, 0. So you will be having only z1, z2. So distance of this is z2 minus z1. Z2 minus z1. I hope I am clear what I have written. Now everything, PA will substitute in this, NQ will substitute in this, and AN we will substitute. So substituting everything, PA square, it is PA is what? x2, PA is your y2 minus y1. Okay, opposite I have written. PA is y2 minus y1 the whole square, plus AN is your C, x2 minus x1 whole square, and your NQ is z2 minus z1 whole square. So just we'll arrange it first, x, y, z. So I had written directly, but it's okay, I'll show you. x1 minus x2 minus x1 the whole square, plus y2 minus y1 the whole square, plus z2 minus z1 the whole square. This is your PQ square, but we want to find our PQ, we want PQ, not square. So if you are taking PQ, this square turns to your root, right? And you will get x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square plus z2 minus z1 square. So this is the distance formula if they give you 3 points, that is in your 3-dimensional. If it is for 2-dimensional, how you do? PQ root of x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. Still here on it will be, right? For your 2 points, for your 2D dimensional xy plane, it will be only this much. Yes. Now 3 points, just one term, that is z2 minus z1 square, it is added up. Okay. I hope this is clear for you. So what I have explained you in the same way, take this diagram, start writing from here, let P of x1, y1, z1, x2, y2, z2. Write this everything, whatever I have said. The same it is. Just write it down in your notes. And if you want to do the calculation method, you can refer it mine, because just I have done that, I have just explained you. Sentence way, copy this. Up to here it is this gives the distance between the 2 points x1, y1, z1, x2, y2, z2, means 3, usually coordinates are 3, means 2 points they have taken this. coordinates are 3 but points is 1 point and second point. See, in particular, if your x1, y1, z1 is equal to 0, that is point P is origin O, then your O and any point, it is given as x2 square plus y2 square plus z2 square. Okay, like your from origin to any point Q. First write up to here, then even this point you write it. Okay, up to here take it down. It's very easy, nothing much. We'll see one example part. This is for your today's class. Example and exercise we will do in our next class. Till then, please write it down everything. We'll meet in next class. Thank you, students.